Good evening, Jay.
Hello. Let us
Any
begin
Jay?
again. Hi. Hey, Niranjana. Any comfortable seated posture. Shoulders relaxed. Bring the elbows by the sides of your body so the shoulders are completely relaxed. And open chest, open palms facing up. Spine comfortably erect. And if the head habitually is leaning forward, a slight tuck, chin tuck, to bring the head back. And when you position the head well, you might get a relief at the top of your back. Three deep breaths. After taking 3 deep breaths, allow life-nourishing breath to flow freely and observe. Life flows whether we pay attention or not. And for the next hour or so, let's pay attention to the life as it flows. Miraculously so. A relaxed, loving attention. Body sensations as the breath comes and goes. An open, relaxed posture mentally and physically. An inclusive posture. Palms to the heart center. Namaskaram. May this practice be for the benefit of all around us. Chin to the chest. Opening your eyes. Inhaling, taking the arms by the side, palms going up, pressing the palms up, looking up. Exhaling, palms coming down to the chest, looking down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. One more round. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Release. Come up to standing. For those who are new, follow the instructions as best as you can. There is no perfection, only as best as you can. Now, it's not about what you could do earlier, what you could do tomorrow, what you could do the best right now. And while you follow the instructions as best as you can, your entire attention is on your own experience, pleasant and pleasant, neutral, does not matter. Broad stance, separate your feet broad. Look down at your feet, the toes pointing either directly forward or slightly pointing toward each other, not pointing away from each other. Hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Move your right hip toward the right wall and bend the upper body toward the left wall. Look over the right shoulder. You'll feel the posture on your inner legs. Inhaling center. Exhaling, go the other way and look over the left shoulder. You're moving your left hip slightly toward the left wall as you bend away. Inhaling center. 2 more rounds. After completing a total of 3 rounds, take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up like a V shape, palms facing the front. Inhaling, hips forward, arms back, looking up. Next exhalation, bending from the hips forward, hugging yourself tightly, chin to the chest. You can bend the knees, not a problem. 4 more rounds. Inhaling, back bend, move the hips forward primarily first, and then take the arms back. And then exhaling, chin to the chest, hugging yourself tightly. Shoulder blades on your back, going toward each other as you go for a back bend. And going away from each other as you bend forward and hug yourself. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Remember, it's a journey of discovery, discovering our edges physically and even perhaps mentally, for sure, in fact. Courageously exploring the edges physically and mentally, and wisely honoring the edges. Arms up to the sides, parallel to the ground, palms facing the front. Inhale, center. Exhaling, bending toward the right leg. Allow the right ear to fall down to the right shoulder, left arm up and over. Feel the stretch entirely on your left side. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, bending toward the left leg. And right arm up and over. Inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. Hands on the waist after you complete 5 rounds. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, parallel to the ground. Palms facing down. Bending at the wrists, fingers pointing up. Bending the wrists as much as you can. Fingers spread out. Shoulders relaxed and bending at the wrists. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands on the waist. Take a deep breath, exhale. Arms up, parallel to the ground, palms facing down. Bending at the wrists, fingers pointing up. Inhaling, center. Exhaling, twisting to the right as much as you can. Turn your head as much as you can, looking through the corner of your eyes. Inhaling, center. Next exhalation, twisting to the left as much as you can, turning your head, looking through the corner of your eyes. Inhaling, center. 4 more rounds. And you might notice progressively you can twist a bit more in the later rounds. Again, as the edge moves away, you notice, or you expand up to the edge. You're not forcing the edge to move as you courageously keep approaching the edge moves on its own. After completing 5 rounds, hands on the waist. You don't force your way past the edge or edges. You keep approaching the edges courageously, and you observe the edge move away. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring your feet hip width apart. Arms up, interlacing fingers, palms facing up. Utkatasana, bending your knees, sitting back in an imaginary chair. Make adjustments to bring the weight distribution on your feet even, knees not going further than the big toes. Look down and you should be able to see the big toes. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4. Your soft gaze is ahead, forward and down. You're not continuing to look at your big toes. 2 and 1. Inhaling up, exhaling, release arms. Take a deep breath, exhale. Front of the mat, Tadasana. Feet close together, if they can touch each other. If not, an inch gap between the inner edges of your feet. Micro adjustments to pull yourself up as if the roof of your head is being gently pulled up with a string attached to the roof. Shoulders relaxed, palms facing the sides of your thighs. Mountain posture. Namaskar Mudra. Diligence and attention. Allow the breath to lead the physical movement. 3 rounds of Surya Namaskara. Begin. Even if you breathe, take breaths in between the postures or between the transitions. Inhaling as you open, exhaling as you close down. If you are mechanically, habitually practicing, come back, bring the attention back to the practice. Conscious movements, not habitual movements, not autopilot. If the mind once again wanders, increase the diligence. After completing 3 rounds, separate your feet comfortably, stand relaxed. When we pay attention to our own body sensations and breathing, we bring the mind in alignment with the body in the present moment. We live here. Paying attention to the body sensations or your breath is a easy way to be present. And you can always do that. This right, nobody can take away from you. If you are awake, you can always easily come to the present and be present with what's happening in your own body and breath. You can pay attention to anything that is flowing right now. A bird singing. You can be present to the bird singing. Or a loud noise. Or a clock ticking. 3 deep breaths. Let us approach postures that are starting with supine posture of the body. Lie down on your back. Last session we did prone postures. Today let's explore few postures that begin with the body being in supine position. Bring your legs together, relax your feet. Bring your arms close to the body, palms facing down. Move your head side to side and find a nice spot for the back of your head. And watch your breath. Bend your knees. Hug your knees. Rock back and forth. Your feet touching the mat as you go forward. your knees coming toward your face, forehead as you go back. Side to side. Slightly relax the knees, rolling to the sides all the way. Then settle back down, release the legs. Always bring your body with your legs close together, feet relaxed, arms close to the body, palms facing down. Kind of like the beginning posture. Now bend your knees, feet hip width apart. Shoulders away from your ears. No shrugging the shoulders. See if you can reach and touch the heels. You don't have to touch the heels, that's okay. But the idea is to move your shoulders away from your ears. Gently bring your hips up, bring the thigh and the upper body, your torso, in line. You're not yet going all the way to Sedu Bandha. Simply lifting the hips, your thighs and the spine are in alignment. Watch your breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the hips down. Release the legs. Take a deep breath. Setubandha Sarvangasana practice. Bend your knees. Feet hip width apart. We'll approach the easier version first. Inhaling, hips up. Now tighten your glutes. And next inhalation, hips going further up. Next inhalation, chest comes up toward your chin. You're not looking down to the chest bone. The chest bone, sternum, comes up toward the chin. Now, if you need support, bend at the elbows, place the palms on your lower back. Big thumbs closer toward each other. That's better if you're holding the palms up. Keep your glutes tightened. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the hips down. Release the legs. Simple postures could shift your energetic state. Physical state, of course, energetically, emotionally can also, there could be shifts. Simply observe, not holding on to something that you like and not running away from something that you don't like. Remember, equanimity is yoga. Bend at the knees, feet hip width apart. Now, for those who didn't need support, to hold the hips up as much as you can. If you needed the support, you can simply take the support like you did before. Others, we can proceed further. Inhaling, hips up. Hips up as much as you can with the glutes on your back tightened, the back of your thighs tightened. Now slide your arms underneath, interlacing fingers, press the palms, and gently lift the chest up and even move the shoulders toward each other. So your shoulder blades are slightly going toward each other. So you can extend your arm. Your elbows can be extended and keep the entire arms on the ground. Your weight will be on the top of the shoulders and on your feet. 5 deep breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands and move the arms away and slowly allow the hips down. Release the legs. Relax. Um, this you can practice enormous benefits. Take a deep breath, exhale. Keep your feet hip width apart. Um, Raise your head up, chest up, and bend at the elbows and bring the weight on your elbows. Chest also up, climb the chest up, and then bring the weight on your elbows. And then drop the head, stretching the throat. 5 deep breaths, Matsyasana variation. 5. Chest up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the chin to the chest. Slowly allow the back and the back of the head to go down. Relax. Take a deep breath, exhale. Let's approach few leg raises with your attention can be on your abdomen more. These can be very good core strengthening postures. Before we do leg raises, bring your feet close together. Bend your right knee and hug your right knee close to the chest. Allow the left leg to stay down and right knee with the next exhalation, right knee is getting closer to your chest just a bit more. And release the right leg. Bending the left knee, keep the right leg down. Left knee coming closer to the chest. Next exhalation, Left knee just a bit more closer to the chest. And release the leg. Take a deep breath, exhale. Keeping your legs close together. Stretch your arms shoulder height. Bring your right leg up. Now, if you can keep the knees straight, left leg stays down, right leg comes up. If you can keep the right knee straight, do that, otherwise slightly bend. If your back is getting stressed too much, bend your knee. Otherwise, keep the leg straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the right leg down. Slowly. Even as you slowly relax the leg down, you can feel your abdomen and deep inner muscles allowing you to gently lower your leg down. They work on the way up and they work on the way down. Left leg up. Keeping the knee straight unless your back gets strained too much. If that's the case, you can slightly bend the knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the left leg down. Take a deep breath, exhale. First, let's practice this both leg raising with a slight knee bend. Bend your knees slightly and then bring both legs up as much as you can. If you can have the soles of your feet point up to the ceiling, do that. Keep the knee slightly bent. If you could do that with the tailbone on the mat, do that. Or in fact, bring the tailbone down, allow the leg to be as much up as they can. Keep the tailbone down. Slowly lower the legs all the way down. Relax. Bring your arms closer to the body and relax. If you're feeling the posture in your thighs and abdomen muscles, you're on the right direction. If you're feeling the posture more on your neck, back of the neck, or on your back, you might want to bend the knees just a bit more. Let's go a bit deeper. Bring the legs hip width apart. Spread your arms shoulder height. Your chin is neither up nor down. Slightly bend the knees and slowly bring the legs up. And keep the legs apart, hip width apart. 5. Tailbone down on the mat and lifting the legs as much as you can. 4. 3, 2, 1. Slowly allow the legs. Gently lower the legs down to the mat. Bring your arms close to the body, relax. We're simply using the gravity and the positioning of various parts of the body to activate various parts of the body to have them grow in strength and have them grow in flexibility and endurance. And we do all of this with a loving attention, the courage to approach the edges, and wisdom to honor the edges. And the edges are always moving around. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bring the legs all the way together. Arms stretched to the sides. Slightly bend the knees, bring the legs up. In fact, bring the arms close to the body, even as you are keeping your legs up. Now, bend the knees comfortably so, and take your toes toward the wall, toward the head wall, as much as you can. Your hips can come off the mat, your back can come off the mat. Take the toes as much as you can, and those who can, take the toes all the way to the ground. Halasana. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly, slowly. Don't fall back down to the starting posture. Very slowly control and release the legs down. Relax. A deep breath, exhale. Bring your legs together. Stretch your arms up and interlacing fingers. Press the palms together and keep your arms close to the mat. Or if that is not comfortable for you, keep your arms up overhead as much as you can. Then keep the upper body exactly where they are. Move your legs and the entire legs toward the left side of the mat. Even outside the mat is fine. We are going to do a side stretch from a supine posture. Now keep the legs exactly as they are. Move the upper part of the body and the arms toward the left side. Even outside of the mat is okay. Now you should start feeling the stretch on the right side of the body. Move the upper body as much as you can to stretch. Feel the stretch on the right side of the body. 5. You're not twisting, Vinay. You're still opening up and only sliding on the mat toward the left side of the mat. Santo, you're not twisting. Come back to supine posture and move the legs. Slide the legs to the left and slide the arms and upper body to the left. Yes. 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the upper body back to center, bring the legs up to center or back to center, release the arms, relax the legs. Take a deep breath, exhale. Let's go the other way. Arms up, overhead, comfortably so. If you can, interlace the fingers, press the palms, straighten the elbows if you can. Now move your legs to the right side. Going outside the mat is quite okay. And then slowly keep the lower legs exactly in the same position, and move the upper body also to the right side of the mat. And you should feel the stretch on the left side of the leg. Sorry, left side of the body, entire body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the upper body back, legs back. Release the arms, relax. Bending at the knees. Arms spread to the sides. Keep the feet together, knees together. Allow the knees to fall down to the left side of the mat. Keep both shoulders on the mat and then look over the right shoulder. Simple twist. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees to the center and bring the head back to center. And with the next exhalation, take the knees to the right side of the mat. Keep both the shoulders on the ground. Look over the left shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the knees to the center. Bring the arms close to the body. Relax your legs. Take a deep breath, exhale. Bend your right knee. Spread your arms shoulder height. Take your right knee to the left side of the body. Keep the right top of the right foot hooked to the left inner side. Take the right knee as close to the mat or floor and look over your right shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the right knee back to center. Release the right leg. Bend the left knee. Arms stretched to the sides. And then slowly take the left knee as close to the floor on the right side as much as possible. And look over the left shoulder. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring the knees to the center. Release the leg. Bring the arms close to the body. Relax. Bend your knees. Hug your knees. Rocking back and forth. Side to side. Then proceed to surrender in Shavasana. Make any final movements you feel necessary to make, so you can surrender the body to gravity. Attention, loving attention in the present. Observe each breath. You can watch your abdomen rising and falling, and you can be present that way. Each breath. Surrender. Surrender your body, and thoughts that come, let them come and go as you pay attention, loving attention to the rising and falling of your abdomen. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently come to sitting. Spine erect, eyes closed. Take your hands back, catching the left wrist with the right hand. Inhaling, growing taller. Exhaling, bending forward from the hips. Thanking Mother Earth Inhaling, come on. Rub your palms and massage your eyes. Gently opening your eyes. Namaste. Thank you all so much for this privilege. Have a good evening and a good day ahead. Thank you.